Matt, me in here for IrishBoxingCom. Senan, you look more at home there than anyone else. You have your best friend right beside you. Is that
Storm.
Stormy? Is it?
Yeah, that's Storm. You're the little one, Stevie.
Yup, Stormy. Let's go straight into it. The 3ARENA. I say a young Senan Kelly when he was in Lucan Boxing Club never thought that he'd get to the Dublin Docklands. But here you are in September 5th against Ben Marksby. How are you feeling?
Good, yeah. To be honest, Matt, this is only the start of the journey. I knew I'd get here. I knew I'd get further, and yeah, just gonna keep pushing on.
Um, Talk to me. How did this clash get made, and how did this come about?
It was all just through Jay, really. Jay, he offered me a few fights, some of them big, some of them small, and yeah, I think this was the one overall that we both thought was the correct choice, and we went with it, and it came about. So yeah, fair play to him for getting it for me.
I remember you saying at the end of the Declan Gowdy fight in the post-fight interview with Paul Brown that this fight would open up doors that you never thought would actually be opened up. Do you feel like this fight is that door being opened?
Well, yeah, like what I was saying there after the Deco fight, you take out a good name like that, and you're going to get an opportunity like this. So yeah, I'm happy that it all just came about.
Um, like how has life been since April 12th?
But gaff, just been fucking working on that really, training like a mad thing, and yeah, we're at a stage now where the house is fine, we're living in it, floors are down, walls are painted, the scout fella's throwing the bit of skirting boards up tomorrow, and yeah, just focusing on the boxing really. So life's changed a lot, but in a good way.
So like yeah, I guess those positive rewards that you've wanted from boxing are finally kind of coming to fruition now.
Well, that's it. Yeah, you need to just manifest this shit into reality, and it's working. I think what we're gonna aim for next now, take out Ben Marksby, and then get a proper premise for a Leagues of Boxing Academy. Hoping the America there, El Joe, gives a hand with that.
Nice. What do you know of Ben Marksby?
Not much, to be honest with you. I don't really go looking into my opponents. I don't feel like looking into them is really the correct choice, just because you can go doing loads of studying, and then all of a sudden, like, they don't box the way they boxed before, and everything
Yeah.
just thrown off. So to be honest, I haven't even watched them. Like, I watched one or two of his fights. He's a very good boxer. You think he's going to be the hardest fight, yeah.
Hmm.
But again, it's just another day in the life, Matt.
Like, how would you approach every fight? Would you approach every fight as like your every fight is the toughest fight you've had so far, or is it a different approach for every single fight?
Well, yeah, I kind of do approach every fight as if it's the toughest fight so far, just because I'm at the stage now in my career where you don't really get easy fights. So
Hmm.
every fight matters. You lose now, you're back to the start building where I don't want to go backwards. I want to keep pushing on, going forwards, get bigger fights, make more money, and just keep moving on.
There was rumor about Dylan Moran versus Tyrone McKenna in the rematch. Let's say that an All Irish clash gets set up like that, and a win against Ben Marksby comes. But the end of the year, or by let's say the start of next year, would the winner of that be something you'd like, or would you like to move on from the domestic scene and get on to Europe?
I don't really know, to be honest. I wasn't really planning on fighting that welterweight again, but you offered me the right money and to fight Dylan Moore, and yeah, I'd love that fight. Tyrone McKenna, he's one of my old sparring partners and he's a good friend, so I wouldn't be too inclined to fight him, but I don't know, man, I'm a fighter. No, I just want to get paid.
Like you're one of those fighters, then, where it's really like if he's there, the money's there. I'll take it. Let's go. Like hands down. Let's have it.
Well, like, no one would bat an eye for a football player, so what's the difference? It's sport, you know?
Yeah. Like, do you ever, in terms of like sport and opponents, like, do you ever think of, like what happens if, and I don't mean this in any offense, but what happens if I lose this fight? Does that ever enter your mind, or is it's constant? It's a win, and then we move forward.
I don't think about losing. Like, you start thinking about the what ifs, and if I lose this fight, all this stuff, you're letting doubt creep into your mind, and I just don't think that's the right approach in this game. I just think you need to focus on the positives, focus on how
Mm.
you're to win and just keep pushing on. Like I know I'm gonna win. That's all that's gonna go through in my mind. And the same with every other fight. I knew I was gonna win every other time. So what's different now? Nothing.
I say it's nice to have another fight in Dublin and in a bigger arena and another big crowd. I say you're going to bring with you because they they've been with you in the Red Cow and they've been with you, through a few other places in the National Stadium, and now to kind of bring it to the biggest arena, really in Ireland, one of the biggest arenas, anyways, in Ireland. I say it's kind of the icing on the cake in a small way in terms of a few bits.
Well, like the progression that Jay Burns after giving me starting off in the Red Cow, he was talking about the 3ARENA. And then we got up to the National Stadium and he was saying maybe the 3ARENA could happen next year and that they're happening now. So fair
Yeah.
play to him. He really has pulled it out of the hat. So yeah, just I'm delighted with it.
In terms of the main event, have you spoken much to Mick since the fight has been made, or have you had any contact with the Conlan camp just to be like sound? I guess for to it's good to fight in the undercard.
Not really, no. Just been sharing all this stuff and just support him really, but like he's all the way over in Sheffield training over there. I train in Dublin, so we wouldn't have any connection.
Yeah. How's the team doing? Sean Crowley, Derek Ahern, the Dazzler. Who else am I forgetting? Yeah,
The
I'm
career
forgetting one or two. Yeah, the Credo fella. Sorry, Credo, if you're watching this, you're probably going to butcher me the next time you see me. But Credo, like I say, it's and Big Mark Kennedy. You can't forget Big Mark Kennedy.
forget Big Mark now. He'll butcher you more than does.
Exactly, can't wait for that. But I say it's like, with every fight, would you go back to them and then you discuss, and then is that again how part of the fight will be made?
Well, like after every fight that I've had with the lads, we've always just sat down after and rewatched the fight back and picked out the pros, picked out the cons, what we need to work on, what was going well. So like I think that's just what you do. I think that's what everyone does really. And if you don't do that, like I don't see why you wouldn't really. Like you're in this game to progress and make yourself better in every way possible. So if you're not looking back at previous footage, what are you doing?
Did you find any positives or negatives from April 12th?
I think the positive was actually just fucking making it to the ring with all the stuff
All the
going on.
sickness, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was a very tough fight with all the uncontrollables that happened. Like everything that could have went wrong did go wrong, but we still came out on the other side with the win. So that's all really that we would take out of that fight because I don't think I did box that well. I still think I won, but I think there should have been. I don't. I think I was performing at like 50 or 60% of what I'd be capable of, really. So.
Did you kind of underestimate your performance before going in terms of the sickness that you'd be afraid in a way that you'd underperform because of obviously being ill and stuff?
Well, it's not that. It's more that like I'm getting in one way or another. Like I don't pull out of fights. Injured, no injured, food poison, no food poison. I'm going to be there on the night. So I think it was really just down to making myself feel as good as I can on the night and just dealing with the adversity as a professional, and that's what I done.
How did you do that? How did you deal with the adversity?
Made me miss as well. Not that I made me miss it. I asked my missus to cook me very bland food, and I was on a few antibiotics that the doctor prescribed me. And thank God on the Thursday I stopped puking. And I think just that alone, the fact that I was able to hold a bit of food down, like
Hmm.
from the Sunday, I think I started puking right until the Thursday. I wasn't able to hold any food down. So the fact that I was able to keep a bit of food down, that was just a positive in my mind, and we just went with that.
So a weight cut on top of getting sick nearly every day. That does not sound.
A weight cut that wasn't, man. That wasn't much of a weight cut.
But like still, like kind of you're kind of you're tired and you're not able to sleep, and there's certain stuff going on in your stomach, and you're not feeling well, and you have a fight that week, and you're kind of looking forward to Saturday night, but at the same time you're feeling shite.
Just get on with it. That's what it
Yeah.
is, bud. Just get on with it.
Did the kind of the motivation of having a new gaff spur you on away? Nah, sorry, as well in a way.
Not really, because at that stage I didn't really have the gaff where like we knew we were getting it by then, but we hadn't moved in. It just kept getting pushed back further and further. It was actually Creative that got his gaff. So after I won the Deco fight, we went back to St. Mary's Park for the first time and just went off the Credos place, and we are just like, sitting down and like just sitting down in an empty house really, and then it was kind of hit me that I'm gonna have one of these now soon enough as well. And look at me now, sitting in my kitchen.
I say it's nice to have your own place.
Ah, it's crazy it is, man. I was used to living in a house with 13 other people, sharing a bathroom with 5 people, sharing the kitchen with everyone. Like I was doing that for 4 years, man, saving all my money up to get this, and the hard work and discipline showed, it paid off in the end.
Mm. What do you want next after the 3ARENA? Like being brutally honest, like what would you like?
Money.
Yeah, well,
I haven't
yeah,
really thought about it, to be honest. I want to just focus on this fight for now. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a rematch after I beat him, so focus on that, I suppose, and whatever was our man have there in store. So I'm
mm.
very happy to be offered this fight by them, and I'm very grateful to them giving me this opportunity. So we plan on getting out there, putting on a good performance, beating their lad, and getting the rematch, beating them again, and just progressing on in my career
Um,
as as any fighter would.
was one of the opportunities to feature on the Crocker Donovan rematch card? Was that something that was ever on the table, or that something that you'd have liked to happen?
Yeah, it's something that I was thinking about as well. But when this fight got offered to me, like I'd love to fight down there in Tymon Park and the big job, the world title undercard and all. That'd be an absolute
Yeah.
dream. I think I'd rather fight in the 3ARENA in Dublin just because it's a bit
Mm.
closer to home, a bit easier for me fans to travel up there. And it's the 3ARENA. This is
Yeah.
somewhere that I always wanted to fight in, so it's a dream come true.
I say it's kind of mad that like you've probably been there for concerts, and I don't know if you've been there for WWE and
And that
whatever.
last time I was in the 3ARENA, God, I can't even remember, to be honest. Like, I don't go to concerts.
You don't know?
I don't go that, man. Sure, I don't drink or anything. So, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, we just like sitting at home and just chilling out with my dogs, man.
Played a bit of
That's
Fortnite with the boys.
day on Saturday night is just sitting at home and just me, me miss, me 2 dogs, and maybe
Yeah.
ring the boys over every now and then. But I don't do concerts. I don't do festivals. It's like that's all you do when you're young, like, and fucking.
Yeah.
Not saying that I'm old, but I just feel like I'm past all that stage of my life.
Yeah. Like so it's again, but the 3ARENA must be a boyhood dream that's kind of and something that you want to tick off the list, and it's been ticked off the list on September 5th.
Yeah, like I just remember seeing all these other lads getting the fight there, and I was always in my head like I'd love to be there on that. I'd
Mm.
love to get the opportunity, and I was working so hard at the time in the boxing game, and I just wasn't getting it. And
Mm.
now, thank God for Jay Bourne, because like I said earlier, he really pulled the rabbit out of the hat with this one.
When you were inactive and obviously you had your shoulder problem, was there any moment, I guess, and there was, but I just want to ask the question anyways, was there any moment of doubt where you're just like, screw this, I'm gonna throw it in now. I
Well, of
don't want to
course.
do this anymore.
Like I'm a teacher, man. So like I was out working in Closh, the public school, Satanta out in Blanche.
Yeah.
Getting paid good money to play a bit of football with the boys out there, and like Joe teach a bit of PE, like on great money. Soon as my shoulder hit, I went on the social welfare, went back into boxing full time, and eventually built the gym up to make the bit of income between me fights, and like I put all my eggs back into boxing. Like I could have just lived a happy life as a teacher, getting paid a bit of money here and there, but it wasn't for me. I needed to get back into the game, and that's what I did. Look at me now.
How's the boxing club doing at the moment with the lads?
Ah, it's a cracker. It is. Yeah, two
Yeah.
classes and now the lads are all loving it. There's a good buzz in the gym right now because I'm fighting, and a few of the lads they have a few fights coming up, and so what more can you ask for, Matt?
Mm.
Isn't it? You know, a dog, who knows?
Let's go. Like, has any of the lads ever like look at those titles? Like, I mean, like, listen, I'm gonna get one of them. Like, like, I say you're looking at a few lads, if not all of them, be like, yeah, we're gonna train you to be pro. But like, they have, do any of them have ambitions to maybe turn pro as an inspiration because of yourself?
I wouldn't say I have the inspiration to turn pro, but we're at a stage now in the club where if we can get this clubhouse from El Mayor Joe, it means we can get a boxing ring installed, and we'll have the correct facilities to hopefully get the IABA to give us, like proper insurance for amateur boxing,
Yeah.
and we'll be able to bring kids in and be able to build a real community out of it in League Slip. But at the moment, I need to focus on my own fight, get this one over the line, win this, and then we'll focus a bit more back on that. But yeah, like everything is gonna happen the way it should. You know, what's for you won't pass you. So just keep manifesting everything correctly, and everything will happen the way it should.
Um, in terms of obviously this fight again, will you be vacating the Irish welterweight title or will you be keeping it?
I don't know. See what Jay says. I haven't really thought about it too much. Like, I'd like to keep it.
Yeah.
Maybe get a fight with El Dylan Moran down the line. Who knows? Or maybe I could vacate that Kieran Malloy fight soon for it because I know he's a good lad and he deserves his shot at that. So we'll see what happens. You know, I'm not really
Yeah.
too away. You know.
Like if you were to end your, let's say just in hindsight, an example, your career finished tomorrow, would you be happy with what you've achieved?
No, I wouldn't. I'd be up the wall. I would. Like, I'm not nowhere near where I feel I'm capable of going.
Mm.
So, like, I'm only 29. Like, I don't even feel like I've peaked yet. You
Yeah.
know, I need to keep progressing, keep following this path, the journey that I'm on. I'm like, I know I'm doing well, but there's an awful lot more to come. So, I just need to be patient and just, I don't know, just keep doing what everyone's telling me to do. Keep listening, stay disciplined.
When like after those nights and those fights, and your eyes are looking up at the ceiling, do you ever kind of smoke to yourself and be like, I have actually just done that. I've actually just won the Irish title and kind of a bit of a smoke. So as I was saying along the lines of that, like it's good to finally again have a big fight and one that's kind of it's half an hour away from your gaff. Like there's going to be loads of boys coming.
Yeah, well, like, we bring a big crowd to the National Stadium and the Red Cow. So if everyone looking for tickets, so it's going to keep getting bigger and bigger. It's turning into something huge. So I'm delighted, you know.
Um, one last question about the boxing club. Can we see another club show anytime soon?
So I was planning on doing one, but it's hard to do everything, you know, when you're trying to fight and train yourself, and then you're trying to train the lads. Trying to organize your own boxing event and be a promoter on top of it all, it's too much. So maybe soon, but at the moment, I'm just focusing on this.
So then, one last question. Three single words that we can expect from you September 5th against Ben Marksby.
Um, 3 words to expect from me. Wow, you threw a curveball there at me, man. I don't know. Fucking a good night.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
Probably not
Okay.
me, but I'll
No, it's
think
not your
about it
best
for
one.
you,
No,
right?
it's no, it's not. No. Anyway, Senan, really appreciate it. Thanks so much.
100%, man. Thank you.
One sec.